Okay, good afternoon, good people. I need to shave, per usual. But I just wanted to address, let me cut my music down. I just wanted to address the Titanic submersible story, okay? Now, as far as with the Titanic submersible story, as you know, a few wealthy people gathered their funds. It was approximately $250,000 per seat. They gathered their funds, got 5 deep, the CEO included, on a submersible, and they attempted a descent to view the wreckage of the Titanic, right? Side note, I met the guy that rediscovered the Titanic, Dr. Bob Ballard. When I was in elementary, he was doing a tour, and I got to shake his hand and ask him questions. Anyway, so these people apparently met their demise on the way, making their descent. An implosion occurred. An implosion is the opposite of an explosion, okay? An explosion is when something kind of blows up. An implosion is when something caves in, you know, with deadly force, of course, because the depths, the deeper you go in the ocean, the more the pressure is. They said it was like 65 elephants on top of you or something, the equivalent pressure. Now there was mixed emotions and different reactions from people when that happened. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I generally don't find death comedic, except in certain instances. Now, when people sign up to die, I feel like I have a right to laugh about it. That's just you know, that's just how I feel. I'm sorry. But if you signed a waiver that told you might die before you did whatever you did, and you happen to die doing it, if I find humor in it, I don't think it's offensive to laugh. You died doing what you was doing. You knew it was gonna, you know, probably entertain somebody. You know what I mean? But I looked at the submersible from what they were showing, and in all honesty, it's not something that I would have even considered, even if it wasn't going to those kind of depths. It just, you know, it just looked like it looked cheaply made, like a toy. It didn't look like something I would trust my life with. Also, nobody okayed it. Like no official bodies was like, okay, this is qualified. And I'm sorry about the Dallas, Texas potholes, y'all. But it wasn't. Nobody was like, okay, it's good. It passed these safety tests that submarines or whatever other submersibles have to pass, standard guidelines or whatever. So basically, people signed a waiver. Apparently, the one little teenage dude, his dad was, you know, the family was wealthy. He didn't want to do it. He was supposedly terrified, but you know, it was a Father's Day gift to his dad. So he was like, you know, I ain't tripping. I'm gonna do it. Now, with that being said, a lot of poor black people, such as myself, we found humor in it, and so you'll see memes here and there. Now, let me explain. I'm not making light of these people, and with all due respect, prayers and condolences to those people's relatives. Prayers and condolences to them people's relatives who may be hurt by the decisions that they made, or even offended by the memes or us finding humor in it. But let me explain. As a black man in America, one of the hardest things that it is for us to do is just live. Like, just live. I ain't talking about drug dealers. I'm not talking about gangbangers. I'm not talking about no specific criminal element. I'm talking about just being a regular law-abiding black man in America, or even committing the most minor of crimes, you know what I mean, can lead to our demise in this country. So it is a little bit, the irony cannot be expected to be lost on us when we see wealthy white men literally signing up to potentially die. They live a lifestyle that we would, in certain instances, kill to live. You know what I mean? And they've been afforded certain luxuries, and you know, with wealth, and I get it. I'm not hating it. But I also laugh when criminals attempt to rob innocent civilians and end up getting shot. I laugh about that too. I laugh way harder, actually. When people are starting fights and they get knocked out, I laugh about that too. So, you know, when I fall, like I fell recently, like an adult, I actually like fell to where I sat on my pockets. And yes, I laughed. And I wouldn't be upset if somebody else laughed. Now I get it, different people are offended by different things. But this submersible thing, I'm sorry, you gotta give black folks our giggle about this, man. You know, especially black men. Like I say, we going out of above and beyond just to live out here. So, you know, to see some people so bold as to think, and, you know, and I think that comes with wealth and white privilege. Like to look at what they got in and been like, you know, it's cool. You know, I'm gonna make it. I felt like it was funny. It was kind of funny, you know, and it's tragic that they had to lose their lives, but they knew the potential risks. Like I said, nobody had okayed this. Nobody had said, okay, well, we tested the safety features on this and it's okay to go to these depths and bring you back. And it wasn't the first time that they done this. They done this more than once. So with that being said, man, natural selection is real. And I know y'all have heard the old trusty saying, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I just wanted to address that, man. I got a couple of giggles, and I'm not going to harp on it for weeks or nothing, but it was kind of funny. And I'm sure when I go to the bar, people going to talk about it, and we're going to get our giggles about it again, you know. But please, don't to the living, don't be offended, but don't sign up to potentially die. Because when you sign your name on a dotted line to potentially die, if you just so happen to die, we may just so happen to find that humorous. If I sign up to die, potentially, and I die doing whatever it is that I signed up to do, and y'all find it humorous, even if it's just thugging, you know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker die in the midst of thugging, they can't be like, oh, you're not supposed to laugh. Like, I mean, you can laugh. That's a freedom. You may find humor in it. So different people find different things humorous. But to the people that are outraged about our humor, I have a question, because I never see y'all so outraged when black people are being shown every day unjustly murdered. When you see the homelessness that exists in America, it's people hungry, and you know, it's people, and not just in America, it's people all over the world that don't have water. It's colored nations all over the world that our government is starving out, like the American government starves them out on purpose. So I never see y'all rallying behind these causes or saying, you know, like, we need to change this, or, you know, it's never an outrage. And don't try to counteract with, oh, well, what about the black people killing black people? Yeah, white people kill white people too. Mexicans kill Mexicans. It's a crime of proximity. You generally tend to kill the people that are next to you. So, you know, it's no genius science behind that. It ain't a bunch of white people in my neighborhood. So if I have to kill somebody, chances are they're going to be black. So anyway, man, let's stop trying to, paint certain narratives, and let's stop being so sensitive, man. You know, because at the end of the day, we in an era where deaths are shown unapologetically on TV, and it's not a big deal. So, you know, don't try to make it a big deal when it's something that may be near and dear to your heart. You know, be fair across the board. You know what I mean? Like, make it what it is regardless. You know, if it's upsetting, let it upset you when it happens to anybody. Not just one demographic, not just black people, not just white people, not just Chinese people. You know? That's how I feel. So I just wanted to holler at y'all right quick, man. Y'all know what it is, where it came from, man. Y'all be safe, be vigilant, be aware, be ready, and be righteous, man. You know what I mean? So I think I did this without cursing. Y'all should be proud of me. I'm working on my new my YouTube thing, man. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Y'all know what that do for me. So I appreciate y'all in advance, man. Y'all be cool. 100.